beginning of the teacher's guide to talk about computational thinking and the computational thinking standards that exist. Now, you can go and Google them and find a list of the standards that would apply to your classroom situation. But the importance is that computational thinking is a problem solving process. And students are going to need to be able to use this type of process as we move forward. It's going to be a field that will see expanded career pathways, and these students will need to be able to use the computer as a tool to solve problems. And so we can think about this sort of algorithmic thinking of them using like a model or a simulation, or creating a series of ordered steps that will allow them to get to the goal. And so we want them to find the most efficient way to solve these problems. And so when you think about the student guide, that the MMS Big Data book, there are several problems that students will encounter as they work through that book that will require them to do these sort of multi-step problems using an authentic type of problem solving that is related to this computational thinking. And so when students use this type of thinking, what we'll find is that they're going to develop an ability to reduce ambiguity, to solve difficult problems, that they'll be able to deal with problems that are open-ended. And so we've tried to present those types of challenges in the student guide so that students can work through them and achieve sort of a common goal or solution. And in the end, what we find is that a collaborative problem-solving process becomes one that really mirrors the way the world works. And so we really want our students to work through these processes and through these problems to come to these types of solutions that support computational thinking. And so while you already have content standards, and you should be addressing the ISTE standards for students as well, this is another layer of work that students should be able to move their way through, and you as a teacher should plan for the thoughtful integration of in order to create a really authentic setting for students to not only complete their work, but to showcase the type of thinking that will be critical for their success. So we hope that as you go through the book, you'll see these opportunities. Look for the computational thinking logo. That'll tell you where we think the computational thinking standards fit directly in. And again, go online and take a look at some research that might help support the rest of your curriculum as you work through these.